the session. So all of you, welcome to the 40th Adda session of the Vidyapit Praktani. And I'm glad that it's the first time that we are having a live session of music in our Adda session. And it's quite very intriguing to see all the seniors of your batch and mostly of 73 batch seniors are there. So, and my co-moderator will be Susanto. So, Susantoda, I would like to say that the stage is yours and
Yeah,
you can carry forward.
we could we could start with a solo recital from Biswajit. Biswajit has been with us since 1967. He he had a God-gifted talent for all musical instruments, mostly the wire ones. I recall once in the old prayer hall, we were chatting and singing, etc. Then somebody saw a mandolin hung up in the wall. And I was astonished. Somebody took it down and gave it to Bishit, and he started playing the mandolin. And this must be the year 1969 or 70. When he was very young, we were very young. Pravir, do you remember?
Yes.
Well, yes, it's
The
quite a
old prayer hall above Premananda Dham. And,
Yes.
and the corner room, getting up from the stairs, it was straight right. There was a room, small room,
Yes.
must be 12 by 10 room.
Musical instruments were there.
Musical instruments were kept there.
Povitroda was there.
Yes, Povitroda was there. So let us hear something from Bishit for a start, and then we will continue with the Adda session.
okay. Thank you.
Thank you all friends from Vidyapit, friends and brothers from Vidyapit. And my pranams to all seniors, including Anubda, whom I can see, who is also a renowned doctor.
I wanted to have a small talk with Biswajit, if you allow.
Yeah, you can always.
Biswajit,
It's a pleasure.
Biswajit, can you recognize me? I am Anubda from 2 years senior to you. I am
Oh,
Anup
yeah,
Kumar
of course.
Malik.
Yeah,
Anup Kumar
definitely.
Malik, I am 2 years senior to you from 1971 batch. I was a fan of yours and as well as your father's. You had so many session in school itself where you and your father both were there during the Krishna Maharaj time.
Yes, but those days he was playing the sitar.
Yes. And now he has followed father's step. So nice hearing you from this in this session.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's nice to. I was really thinking that our batch guys would be the senior most because we are 65. We are.
I was music minister at that time.
Yes. And Anubda was a good singer too.
Now it's really amazing, and what a thing to have a even senior person sitting here more than me. I was thinking I was the oldest, and well, it turned out to be not that. But it's nice that you have come, and see, this is exactly not a music thing. I mean, it's not a. I mean, we talked about it that we'll have a musical evening and adda, but it's neither the platform nor the place, or nor do I have the accompanist, the different play. So it's not exactly a musical thing. I'll play for 2-3 minutes, but the major thing is,
that's fine.
yeah, well, I'll do a piece right now, then I'll do a piece at the end, but in between there'll be a lot of exchanges of ideas, discussions, and so on. As I started with, it's 55 years since I joined the school, and barring maybe 10 or 8 or 10, I have not sort of been lucky to have kept in touch because I live in Delhi, and there aren't any friends here. Lucky are the Calcutta ones, the Probits, the Shushantos, Prashanji, the Basab, and so many. Right from the beginning, it's but natural that Deoghar being so close to Calcutta, that students have studied, have gathered from, most of them are from Calcutta, West Bengal. But then we had a system, I don't know whether you people have it now or not. We had something called merit scholarship. Merit scholarship means the entire expenditure of the school period was borne by the government of India through a very tough selection process. And here, at least me and Probir, we both went through that. My father was a school teacher, wasn't rich enough to put me through a expensive school, residential school like the one that I have gone through. So it was my merit scholarship. So was Probir's, and so many of us, the entire Assam group, and us, the Bihar and other places, the a little backward, we got through what we call merit scholarship. And our entire education was, in fact, my fees in the institution was more than my father's monthly income. That was the scenario then. And I also did not so badly, not compared to Otonu, who perhaps would be joining, and others, but I wasn't all that bad at studies. And I remember I did get a chance in what we call joint entrance exam for medicine, but I opted out for zoology science, and I did my graduation there in Calcutta. And that was the period I was very friendly with my schoolmates, because we had just separated out, and you all would know that how tough it is to be not with your friends, especially in a if you have gone through a residential education, which we did, all of us. So the bondage is much more stronger. We were there 24 hours. So I was very close to Prosenjit, Somnath, Basho, Sushanto. We used to meet quite often then. But then after doing my graduation from Calcutta, I got enrolled in the post-graduation also in City College, in Science College, Baliganj. But then Amjad Ali Khan pushed me out actually. He said, come to Delhi and we will do, I'll give you a post-graduation studies in JNU. And genetics was one subject that was very new to us. And we called it in JNU life science. So I enrolled myself in life science in JNU also. Now, the vice chancellor's wife was a very famous singer, Dipali Nag. And the vice chancellor was B.D. Nag Chowdhury, one of the most well-known educationists of our time in the 70s or 80s. So I had to sort of start music back again. But then Amjad Ali Khan Sahab, almost, I wouldn't call it forced me, but he largely is responsible to discontinue me with from doing educational studies. And at this age of 65, I still regret. Not exactly largely regret in that sense. I've done not so badly in life, but went around the entire world many a times, played concerts, do play even now. Next week also I'll be playing. Have traveled extensively in India and so on. But I still miss my alma mater days. I still miss my studies. I still miss my everything connected to education. There cannot be a better profession than education, educating others, and I do teach a lot. I've got more than 500 students all over the world. In fact, 10 minutes back also I was taking a class here only, through online. So it's okay, but yeah, as Probir had rightly put, nothing is as good as, or as sweet, or as accomplishing or satisfying as fine arts, especially music. I draw large inspiration, satisfaction, and I'm very happy to say that this is one of those rare professions where you remain a student all your life. I still learn. I still learn heavily, and there is so much to learn from. And this is how my life is. I have a wife and a daughter who is married off last year in Calcutta, and I was so fortunate to have Probir and Sushanto amongst friends who are present here to attend and bless my child. And here now I start with 10 minutes of, I won't have to tell you the tune. It's just a tune. But after that, I'll go back to talking about my olden
Cool,
days.
etc.
This is also how you have been and what are the new things been. Can you all hear me, please? Can you raise your
Yes,
hand?
yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay then. Nah? Okay. Thank you. I remember vividly one person who was completely dull in music and would not be able to even play the tuning fork well was Probir, and showed off a lot. I'm a master of tuning fork. If you want to ask music, here is the tuning fork. And yet I had to tune his rider where in physics. And the dullest person I could ever play in my life is for Probir Vijay Kaur. So here I start, and it's been absolutely a pleasure to have you. So is Sushanto. Sushanto, please enlighten us after my this 4 minutes or 3 minutes of playing on your association with the order. You see, as I had told, written to some of you, that it's a pride that Sushanto has dedicated his life to the cause of the order, and every day he goes to the mission, the headquarter in Belur Math, and puts his entire day service there for the cause of the order. And who better than Sushanto to be there and talk about the Swamiji's, now that one Swamiji Maharaj, Sweetanandaji Maharaj, has become the vice president, who was there as a secretary in our last stage. I would be very happy to know a few things about this present order and the whole operation of the entire thing from Sushanto after this. Thank you. What a great composer Swamiji himself was. And we all know that his the main attraction towards Swamiji from Thakur and vice versa was through music. I am sure you all know that when you were studying in Scottish Church College, then an English professor was explaining to them about what is called trance. And then he mentioned it to a young Narendranath Datta that if you really want to see trance, go to a Swami, go to a religious leader in a place called Dakshineshwar, or rather Boranagar, and you will find that Bagh Bajare, and you'll find that what trance is actually all about. And it was only for that particular
Yeah.
English word trance that Swamiji went with a friend to visit Thakur. And yes, the rest is history for all the generations to come. But then the basic this thing was music. And even Tagore met Swamiji through music. He was practicing music with Tagore's nephew in Tagore's house only. And such a fantastic singer he was. And we are told that he played the pakhawaj very well. And well, one he was well far above a human being. He was God incarnated, so one can't really talk about him as a human being. But his most important aspect or most important side of his life during that period was music. And here I don't know about you people, but we were lucky. The the students of the 60s and 70s to have two excellent music teachers. Well, one was the tailor master, of course, but he kept the sitar
Manoranjan Da.
and all these. He kept the sitar, and he was a taskmaster. A very wasn't exactly a great accomplished musician, but a fantastic person and a very hard taskmaster who would slap us or beat us up kind of stuff. But then the another one who was our music teacher actually was the vocalist Pabitra Acharya, who lived outside the campus very near a few houses from the gate itself. Uh, and it was just a good luck that when I was in Delhi in the late 80s, I chanced to meet him in a school concert, and I joined him. And again, I said, it's a great honor to be working with you. And I worked under him for 25, 30 days, not even a month, little less than a month. And he was an excellent musician. And I miss those prayer meetings, and especially the Khandana Bhavo. And he would lead
Yeah.
so fantastically. And I would be sometimes playing the Pakhawaj
क्या बोला
also.
कर देगा
This is a Pakhawaj song. And you people also, I don't know the present scenario, but we had three songs. Khandana Bhavo, that's the same thing is carried on in Belur Mott every day. The Khandana Bhavo, the Om Ring Ritan, and then there will be another song sometime, from depending on his choice. And there would be a fat book, and he would give us the page number, and we'll all sing. Believe me, there can't be better music than that. Whatever, even if I've known lots of top level musicians personally, and sat next to each other with this distance, including Ravi Shankar ji and all. But to me, the best music that I have ever heard or been part of was the prayer in the evening, also of the morning. But mornings were a bit harsh. Like, right in the morning, it wasn't all that pleasant. But the evening prayer was absolutely something that I cannot, sort of compare any music with that beautiful music that I've been, pushed or taken through for those 5, 6 years that I was there. And thanks to my alma mater, thanks to Pavitra Acharya, and thanks to Swamiji's tunes, I still listen to this on YouTube very often, once in 10, 15 days. The Khandana Bhava, the Belur Math, conducting the evening. Apart from the religious aspect of it, the serenity, the peacefulness, and all that. What touches me every time being a musician is this song itself, the whole, the composition, how fantastically, Swamiji. This is called a very simple Saregama Padhanisa Bilawal scale, which means it's a simple Saregama that we all learn. Sa ma ma pa pa da ni sa, all very simple notes, but one knows what a you know feeling, what an emotion, what a musical atmosphere it creates, and you realize that ultimately the simplest of all is the most complex and the most beautiful in anything, especially in music. These are the simple, very simple musical notes, but how fantastically, especially re 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 mama pa pa pa, how fantastically this da ni sa da ra 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 ra. Magama Resa, Ma Padanisa, all the simple, straightforward notes that a child learns in music has been put so beautifully, so fantastically that I repeat myself, there could be no better music in my life than the about you. Thank you, everybody. I'll play something else after some time. Whenever you people want, it'll go on. This is a springtime. There are special ragas for spring, Bahar, Basant, and so on. So I could keep on doing. It's my everyday's work, almost like Prabhu saying, I've just come out after cutting somebody's brain or this vein or that vein or something. And he was so casual. Oh, I've just come out of an operation theater, something like that. So it's the same here also. You can ask me and I can just start again to play a Bahar or a Basant or a this or a that. Huh? Please continue, Shushanto. Or Aditya or Ritesh or whoever can get the access to.
I think it's Sushanta, Prabir, and your day to day. So I will leave it to Sushanta, Prabir, and you to decide what you want to do.
Please speak a bit loudly.
Yeah, I think you all need to know how we carried on with life in Vidyapit during those days. I would like to tell you all that most of the time, can you hear me, please?
Yes, we can hear you clearly.
Yes,
So we didn't have any bathroom or washroom in the dormitories. We didn't have any fan in the dormitories. And there were two dormitories like Vivekananda Dham and Brahmananda Dham, which had no cots. So we would sleep on the floor. In the morning, we would bundle our beddings like we would do in those ancient days in trains. We would carry a bedding or a hold all. So we would continue like that. And for our bath and other things, we would have to cross at least 2-3 football grounds. I think my friends Prabir, Biswajit and others, Onubda also remembers those days when during the 40-degree, 41-degree heat, we were in Vidyapit without a fan. So, and during summer vacation, when the summer vacation was nearing, we would have water scarcity in Vidyapit. So we would have a bath with only 4 mugs of water. I think nowadays, my brothers who have passed out in the last 20 years or 25 years have not seen those days when we would have a bath.
Is it not the same now?
No. Every
really?
dormitory, every dormitory has attached bathrooms.
That's rubbish. I wouldn't go there. We had to walk. We had to walk. We had to walk, and that was such
Yeah,
fun. Banging on other people on those bathroom doors. Oh dear.
yeah,
They do it
correct.
now. Oh, how sad.
Nowadays,
How sad.
all dormitories have a attached bath and TV. So
Oh,
the
really?
boys are fortunate; they have got better amenities inside the dormitory too. They have got everybody has got fans. I don't know whether some officers, yeah, the secretary's office, I saw it was air conditioned. Maybe some teachers' common room, etc., should be having an AC nowadays. It is akin to the change we see in the headquarters also. So I was speaking to some swamis 2-3 days back and was telling them, and they were in their 40s and monks. So they were asking me that you all had no fan during those days. I told them, no, we didn't have. And you could check up with Sweetanandaji Maharaj, who is now the vice president of the Ramakrishna order. He was the principal in Vidyapit, and then he was shifted as principal to Deoghar and Narendrapur Ramakrishna Mission. And again, he came back to Deoghar as the secretary of Deoghar Vidyapit. We found him as secretary when we were ex-students. Isn't it, Praveen? Yeah, so that is something about Vidyapit, but we as elderly senior citizens still enjoy those days when Vidyapit had very little amenities, but the closeness was so great that most of us would know the 300 boys' names who were studying during those days.
Yeah, actually,
Now, yeah,
I
tell
find
me.
one of our batchmate, Shubhashishan, is there also.
Okay.
Yeah,
He is also a great artist.
not only that, he was a good singer, and I should recall that during the evening, he would sing for us Diner Sheshe, and I still recollect those days when I think it was a palash tree just outside the gates where the new campus has come up, where he would sit and sing for us the Rabindra Sangeet Diner Sheshe Ghumer Deshe. He was a great singer those days also, but he would
Let's
also
have
do
our
some
batch.
jokes.
Let's have a batch people to talk a bit. अब सुशांत तो छोड़ो, शुभाशीष बात करो. फिर let us have one after the other. Our batch.
Hello, Biswajit. Good evening, Susanto and Biswajit.
Yeah, please start.
Sudhir is there.
It is Sudhir.
Sudhir is there.
Hello, Biswajit. My best
Oh,
wishes
Sudhir,
to you.
that's so nice of you. You see, I was waiting. I was expecting.
May I speak?
To come.
May I speak? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
hear
we
me?
can hear you.
Hello,
Can you hear me?
Who
Yes,
was
yes, brother.
Okay,
there
thank
in
you.
the
Good
Deoghar,
evening to you all.
which changes that was taking place. Speak, Sudhir.
Good evening to you all.
हाँ, चलो गुड इवनिंग शुरू हो जाओ तो बोलो तो अभी का क्या
Start
क्या चेंज
करो. पुतुल खेला.
It is really fascinating. It's really fascinating to have all of us in one segment and talking
please
about
tell
the
us,
past. And the
please
past
tell
is
us those
always
who have not visited the institution. थोड़ा बातें करो ना सुधीर.
Sudhir, bolo.
हेलो सुधीर, थोड़ा समझाओ, हमें बताओ अभी का के इंस्टीट्यूशन और पहले का में फिजिकल क्या क्या चेंजेस हुआ है.
स्कूल अब बहुत चेंज कर गया है.
जी वो बताइए ना.
लॉट ऑफ एडिशंस. पहले तो बहुत बढ़िया स्विमिंग पूल बना दिया है. एंड
पीछे वो जहां पर हमारा छोटा सा एक बात का वो था एक.
हाँ, जहाँ बाल कटाते थे हम लोग इधर.
हाँ
उस साइड में.
अच्छा.
प्रेमानंद धाम का बगल में कुआं था, कुआं का बगल में उसी साइड में जस्ट बना दिया है, और रामकृष्णानंद धाम का बगल में
Oh, that side. Okay.
that side.
Subhashish, ball.
और न्यू
না না সবাই কথা বলছে তো ওই জন্য আর আমি আমার শোনা যাচ্ছে কি? Can you hear
Eleven
me?
12 that administrative block and hostels outside the previous campus. খুব ভালো বানিয়েছে।
Was the has the hostels being increased? I mean, we had Vivekananda Dham, Brahmananda Dham, Shivananda, Turiyananda, and then Vivekananda Dham up there, and all. But how many dhams have been added now?
Actually, dhams haven't been added. Premanand Dham ছিলই, তার উপরে ধাম আছে, এদিকে অখণ্ডানন্দ ধাম এন্ড এইসব ছিলই। ওই 11-12 এর আলাদা বানিয়েছে।
Please talk in English.
Sudhir
We are not exactly all Bengalis meet here.
Sudhir, beneath the Akhandanand Dham, there was the school building. That school building has been transferred, converted into a dham.
Ah, really?
And the place and the well where the Napit used to sit, there 2 dhams have come up over there, just besides the swimming pool.
Besides swimming pool.
And Turiyananda Dham and this
Premanand Dham was already there.
हाँ, उसके नीचे तो विज्ञानंद धाम आ गया ना सर।
हाँ, उसके नीचे आ गया।
हाँ, और वो तुरानंद धाम एंड शिवानंद धाम आर नो मोर धाम्स। वो अब वहां पर वो बना दिया, बुक स्टोर बना दिया, म्यूजियम बना दिया, समथिंग लाइक दैट।
हाँ, वहां से तो कुछ बुक्स लिए भी थे हम एक बार इसके पहले गए थे।
एंड विश्वजीत जस्ट बिसाइड्स जो मॉन्क क्वार्टर्स है, मॉन्क क्वार्टर्स के पीछे उन्होंने एक शारदा देवी का वो म्यूजियम बनाया बहुत बड़ा।
अच्छा,
म्यूजियम,
वेरी गुड म्यूजियम, वो भी हम लोग देखे थे।
And that hospital has also been converted into a dham.
Oh, really? Back there? Oh, really?
And the guest house in this has been converted into a hospital. And now there is a new guest house where George Da's house was there.
By the side of gymnasium, old gymnasium.
Okay,
George Da's house and that family that thing guest house. Besides that family guest house, a new guest house has been prepared, which has been largely funded by Vidyapit Praktani itself.
Oh, really? That's nice to hear.
Yeah.
I actually, for me, it's a sad thing to say that I am a Deoghar born person. I still have a house there, but I have not been there for 10-15 years. And it's a that I have to ask and get to know from you people about my own place. But then
after having left Vidyapit, I once met you at your Deoghar house only. I remember.
Oh, nice. Yeah. But now, since my mother has died, after my mother's death 12 years back, we don't visit that much, and sort of, I don't really, I feel bad about it. But then one thing good for all of you that they have started a new airport.
Yes.
Maybe
in November in November we were 600 of us there in Vidyapit.
I know,
all of us.
Sudhir Ramananda were one of them. That's what I'm asking.
Yes, Sudhir. Yes, Sudhir da was there.
But I would like to request you all to attend the reunion meeting in next November, but this year.
Surely.
It will be, Biswajit, it will be 50 years for you.
Yes,
more than that, because we are there in 68.
So we must try to be present in large numbers.
Okay, passing out 73 we passed. So that
yes, 50 years for you.
Okay, that's right.
Let us enjoy the Golden Jubilee batch year.
Yeah, the Golden Jubilee batch. Yeah, we will be there.
So please try to attend this year so that we can meet and enjoy together.
Biswajit da arekta ho jaye Biswajit da, we are waiting more.
খণ্ডনব মন্থনটা একটু শোনা যেতে পারে তো?
Samudrada, we had that. The first performance was Khandana Bhavan.
ওকে ওকে।
Okay, just give me a second. I'll have to open the. कलियन संग करता रंग रलियां बाहर संग न करता रंग रलियां कमर गुजारे सुनी खोंका उठी कलियन संग
Great, great.
राग बहार, ये सीजन टाइम है, स्प्रिंग का राग है.
বাহারে একটা রবীন্দ্রসঙ্গীত শোনা না।
এই রে, রবীন্দ্রসঙ্গীত আমি ডাইরেক্টলি কি এখন পারবো?
না, মানে ভালো লাগতো আর কি, এই অল্পই শোনা, কিন্তু শোনা। Do all of us agree with this?
Yeah, Dada.
ভালো লাগবে শুনতে আর
He will only listen to his batchmates and singers.
সাউন্ডটাকে ডিস্টার্ব করছে।
This was fun. Shubhashish Ball, he's doing such an interesting thing, leaving his big, good bank secured job. Shubhashish went into creating a group, making a puppeteer group with the destitute children, and he's still working on it. The entire family is into it. and one just feels pride and unbelievable sense of commitment that this person has shown. Little did I know when he was with me in school that he would turn out to be this. He was a tall, thin guy, not exactly the best of the lot, but hasn't he now stood right at the top, much taller than all of us, and physically he is also. Shubhashish, talk about your projects.
Shubhashish da, apni muted achen. Shubhashish da, you are muted.
Take out the mute button. Click it.
Unmute yourself, Shubhashish da. Shubhashish da, sunte pachi na, you have to unmute yourself.
Can you listen to me now?
Yes.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I must be thankful to Biswajit for giving me this memory of Vidyapit, and I do cherish that. But the thing is, for which I am being introduced, that I'm a puppeteer after all. The thing is, it was this Vidyapit only, which was the introductory part of the whole thing. Bashob, as you know, Bashob Roy, our good friend, his father was a puppeteer, and they had a puppet family. Bashob, his sister, Mishomoshai and Mashima, all four, amateur. But thing is, when I went to Kolkata, he used to teach me like this is head, this is hand, and whatever it is, but I couldn't follow anything. But as not to prove myself stupid in front of him, I said, oh, yes, I understand. But I did not understand anything. But anyway, when I went to Kolkata, I saw Mishomoshai's puppet. And as of today, when I'm exposed to international and abstract and all those kind of puppet theaters, all those puppetry, I feel he's a majestic person in that field. I didn't find any puppet so amazing like him. I'm true to myself. I'm very honest to myself. But he was an amateur. Nobody knew him. Nobody knows him right now. But whenever I find time, I speak of him because he was just my mentor for very few days. Because it was a family, they never used to rehearse or keep on practicing regularly, right? So I had to run. I have to aboard a bus, which was very crowded at that point of time, and I used to lose my interest that coming here and going back without any job. So I felt like starting on my own without knowing anything about it. Till date, I know nothing of it, but I'm just practicing. And as Biswajit rightly said, that we know that we are learners. We cannot prove that we are teachers. We are learners till date and till death. So my point is that started off with a very what should I say? In a very amateurish way, in a very childish way, in a very fun sort of thing. Gradually, it became a very serious phenomenon to me. And I found that it is a language through which you can speak internationally and to everybody in a way, as Sarod speaks. Sarod is just an instrument. If it is if it is in my house, it is just a furniture. But when it is in the hands of a great musician like Biswajit and all, it is eloquent, fantastic. So it is always this inanimate object coming into life through somebody. We can call it a puppet, anything and everything. So this was a fascinating thing to me. And today, Biswajit was a bit loud about me, but I'm not that person. I'm very humble to myself because I know that I don't know anything. But I'm a very sincere and ardent learner, and I wish to serve the community in my way as I can. That's all. Not more than that. I don't do much shows because shows are a kind of, don't take me in other ways. Shows are meant for showing off. That is why the name is show is there. But when you do something very serious, it is not showing off. So you have to show off in the stage because people are there to see you in a very smart, what should I call it? In a smart way. But when you're doing something very casual, but very penetrating and very absorbing, then you need not be that smart to prove yourself. That is the basic difference between public performance and performance within. It goes on and on and on. So I have nothing to prove. But the thing is, really, I feel great, and maybe it's the blessing of Almighty that He has given me this power to at least render some amount of element which can benefit some people. So that is what I do. And now I'm very busy with puppetry in education. Education doesn't mean academic. Sorry, education means a whole lot of things, blooming of everything. So how puppet can teach in some other way, but puppet doesn't teach, puppet inspires. And that inspiration comes through the puppeteer, who himself, if not inspired, then he cannot produce. As a singer also, as a musician also, if he doesn't love the music, he cannot play the music lovingly, and people won't love it. That's true. I hope Biswajit will agree with me on this point. I'm not quite sure. Am I right, Biswajit?
No. See, I've got a basic difference with you. Show, perhaps you are not being able to. You don't mean it. I mean, you've not been able to.
No. Please don't take me otherwise. Show means to me, when I perform.
You're making a mistake. You're making a mistake between show and show off. I'm not saying that a show is an event. It's an event.
Yes.
But what you perhaps wanted to say was showing off. That you are not the person who wants to show off through your own shows, your show events and stuff like that. The shows.
Now, when somebody is performing from the heart, then we do the show. But when somebody is trying to please somebody else through his performance, I mean, that is a show off kind of thing.
Showing off. Yeah. What you meant was don't show off.
My kind of definition.
Yeah.
It's don't be. Let me not be judgmental. I'm not judgmental also. But I feel that when I perform with wholeheartedly, I really enjoy. But when I do something for social benefits, I enjoy more.
Yeah, but I would add one thing for the little that I have seen your shows about is always conveying a beautiful message. So it's all that what I really enjoyed about.
Probir, especially Nomita, Probir missed 1 or 2 shows, but Nomita was very keen to see my shows, and she always attended my shows, and both of them were very fond of my shows.
Oh,
and,
that's so nice to hear.
I feel pleased that they always attended my shows.
Nomita is Mrs. Kaur you were talking about, Probir's wife, no?
Yeah.
You suddenly bring her name, and we really sort of we really don't know much about.
Yeah, I call him Nomita, so yes.
For the others, Probir and Shubhash is just now speaking. They live opposite each other almost in the same area.
Almost.
So
now I'm a bit far. Now I'm a bit far away, but bit far, because I needed a 3-room flat for my son who got married. Unfortunately,
that's that place now.
Yeah, now he's in USA, so that room is empty. Empty means we occupy that, but the thing is, I needed that flat for him only. Unfortunately, not with me now.
You are no longer in Boshpukur.
Yeah, I'm in Boshpukur.
Oh, that's
opposite.
That's almost opposite.
Very near. 5 minutes walk. 5 minutes walk from my Trivarna's house.
I'll visit you next.
Subhash, do you mean that room is now for Vidyapit brothers?
That will be lovely.
So we can come and stay over there in that room now.
Okay. Yeah. Now my younger son is staying because he's looking after us, as because my wife has got cataract operated and she's suffering from a terminal disease. So that's why he's for the time being he's assisting us.
No, enough of the 73 oldies here. Please pick up some of the younger ones. बच्चे बातें करो अभी आपके बारे में. हमने यहाँ पर सारे बुड्ढे हम लोग बैठे हुए हैं.
Dada, this is 1973 evening. Nothing else.
Well. Then who else left from our batch? I can't read. Please pick up.
Is left.
the 73. We were the most infamous in that entire decade. I won't go.
Don't
It's
don't
not meant for public, but
don't remind us, Dada.
no, please, I'll not talk about that part. But believe you me, you can't really even widely put a wild gaze looking at the oncologist Dr. Prabir Kaur. What all did he not do or do during that? We were expelled. The entire batch was expelled, and so on. But I'll not go into the dirty ones now. Shanto is most peaceful, dedicated his life to the cause of the order. But what all did he do is something which I'm not going to speak about. But one thing, please know that we were expelled out of the temple before our exams for an act which we did all together. Anyway, so I like someone of us to speak up or something else, of course, not about this issue, and then maybe we go to the younger ones and sort of talk about them.
Shubhashi,
This is
Shubhashi is the.
Shubhashi just spoke.
I'm Ritesh here from 95. A request to you, if you are willing, we would like to have your puppetry show or what.
Yes, that will be lovely. I would certainly want that also. Shubhashi, promise us right now that you are going to give us a show, but I know what would be the format and how do you manage to do it. No.
We will do a weekend adda like Biswajit does adda.
3 months from now, 4 months from now, they will, there is Aditya, there is Ritesh, who are the bosses. So they will take care of it.
I'm not very conversant with the electronic gadgets and all, but so far as I know that in YouTube, if you go for Talbetal Puppet Theatre, you'll find some of my episodes, because I'm a very poor person in the field of this puppet theatre. I don't have much money to always have those videos and all. So whatever I could, I've placed it in the video YouTube. So you can go.
Tal Betal puppetry. No?
TAL-BETAL Puppet Theatre. So Talbetal Puppet Theatre, you may have some look at that, but video is not convincing, because video is a camera fixed in one place, and that is very drab. But even then, you can gauge that what kind of storyline we have, or what kind of
you can hold a session. You can hold a session showing us a few puppets and those tricks and all that. You see, we are not expecting a big show from you in this format, but you could have a session of
It's a fantastic idea. It's a fantastic idea, because you think that puppets have to be very well made out of something, some good materials and all, and it should be very smart looking. Not at all, because puppets is just an extension of my body and my soul. So it may look any way you like, but the thing is, it should expose my soul. That is what I feel. And that is why, even if you give me a newspaper right now, I can show you a puppet right now. But the thing is, whether you like it or not, that's it's your prerogative. But the thing is, yes, anything and everything under the sun can be a puppet. When the puppeteer feels that he or she can expose or express his or her soul through that, it's a puppet. That is the basic idea. So puppets can be realistic, it can be surrealistic, it can be highly abstract, it can be highly funny, whatever. But the main thing is, you are expressing something, as we are doing right now. We are expressing our soul. But here, Shubhashi is enough to convey his ideas or thoughts. But when he is not enough, he takes resort to puppets, because he cannot enact all the roles together. So that is why puppet comes into being. Biswajit was singing. Singing is fine, but when he thinks that it's more perfect to be on the sarod, then he plays on the sarod. And that is his puppet at that point of time, because he plays it and it sings for him. That is what I try to mean it. It's just an instrument in the hands of Anari people like us, but it's a fantastic instrument in the hands of Ustad. So that is what puppetry is. Puppet is just an object. It's just an object which we manipulate and give life to, and it connects soul to soul. That's all. But I'll definitely show you. If you have interest in me, definitely I'll show you. Because it's really a fascinating medium. And this medium can help many people in so many ways. In so many ways. I cannot say how much I believe in it. It's a fantastic medium. It's really a wonderful medium. Okay.
Thanks, Subhashis.
So,
We will contact you in due time. Yeah.
Huh? Is somebody saying
Subhashis,
something?
we will contact you in due time to have something for us,
Sure. And we can have a workshop and we can develop something for the Vidyapit itself or Ramakrishna Mission itself or whatever.
Yes.
It may not be spiritual, it may not be social, but it can be something which is definitely different or something which we want to express for this time. Yeah, we can do it because there are so many talented people from Ramakrishna Mission itself. So many talented people. And if we collaborate, it will be a fantastic event. Say, Biswajit will compose the music for us and somebody will be doing the technical things for us and everything will be fantastic. I want to enjoy that. Yeah.
Nice.
Lovely.
Thanks, Dada.
Because I do it single-handed and I'm not very confident about all the areas which cover puppetry. But even then I can express myself in some way or the other. That's all. So if I get a collaboration like this, fantastic. It will be wonderful. It really would be wonderful. Somebody, a very good scriptwriter maybe in us. He can do the scripting. Somebody can do whatever is needed for this theater itself. And we can definitely perform all together. We can form a team and we can do it together.
Okay.
Should we disperse now? Or is there anyone who wants to speak something else?
Can I?
Please speak. Please speak up.
Acha, I am Srikanto Bosu from 1979 batch.
Kaka, show your face also, please.
Oh, I am very awfully okay. Let me. This is me.
Lovely. What's awful about it? What's awful about
Nothing. I just came from somewhere. Anyway, Biswajit, when you are staying in Delhi, I believe.
Yes.
Yes. So, apna live show kono program konde dekha jete pare. I'm really interested to see.
Are you also in Delhi? Are you also in Delhi?
Yeah, I'm in Delhi. I'm a doctor basically. I'm a pediatrician. Okay. I teach in a medical college, Lady Harding Medical College, but I stay in Noida.
Oh, I had a big show last Sunday only.
Okay.
There were 1,500 people. And
oh my God.
I was with Rashid Khan singing next to me.
Oh, really?
His crowd who came up, not mine. But
okay.
There were Kaushiki Chakravarti also.
Oh my God.
Huge crowd, but that was last Sunday in, Mandi House, Kamani Auditorium. It was behind Kamani Auditorium. So you write down my phone number and you call me or you give me your phone number and I would inform you or we'll sort of.
Right. I'll get your number from Ritesh and then I WhatsApp you.
Biswajit,
yes.
we are more than 100. We are more than 100 over here in Delhi.
Oh, are you really? Who is this?
Yeah. I'm Vinay Subiki, 1976 batch.
Okay, where are you? Who are you exactly? Raise your hand, please.
I'm here. I have raised my hand.
Okay, fine. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Vinay
Subiki.
Okay, fine.
79. Yeah. So
please,
we have been organizing our meetings and all reunions in Delhi on and often. We'll love to see you over there also.
Are you seriously telling me there are more than 100 Ramakrishna Mission?
Yes.
Yeah.
Biswajit, I am one of the youngest lot here from 97 batch, and let me assure you, the person you spoke to now, Mr. Subiki and Mr. Basu, they are the torch bearers. They are the torch bearers for Delhi NCR. They have always guided us, and we regularly, oftenly meet at least quarterly. We have started meeting quarterly. So it would be a great honor for us if you would be there for one of those, at least to begin with. for those reunions.
Make Sudhir Srivastava the president. He is the right person. He is also one of the 73 batch and a great enthusiast and visits Ramakrishna Mission Deoghar very often. He's all the time touring, all the Ramakrishna motts and everything. But I will be honored and happy to be with you. It's 9871. If anyone, I'm just to put it on record, it's 9871 301 388. Somebody is recording, please circulate it amongst the Deoghar Vidyapit.
We will
one
share
can
it,
always
Dada.
contact me.
I will
It's
do.
9871 301 388. I'm there in the WhatsApp. I have only one number. So I'll be happy.
Dada, we have an NCR WhatsApp group. I'll put this number in that group, and you'll
Thank
get all the news, whatever is happening in NCR, you'll get from it.
Yeah, we'll certainly meet up together, and perhaps I'll be one of the oldest in this because
No. There are
No, Dada, no.
1969 batch is there, Doctor.
69 batch,
Yeah.
Dada, sir.
Oh really?
69 is there.
Yes.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah.
The 69 batch would be a 70-year-old man now.
In fact, Biswajit, Kishu Age, there was some marathon in Delhi. I wrote something in the group. Then in the night, I got a call from 1973 that I'm just forgetting the name of the Dada, who is now afflicted with stroke. He can speak, but little bit, it takes time. I'm just forgetting his name. He called and we talked about 5 minutes, 10 minutes on that phone. He's in Bangalore right now. People might be knowing him. Sarad or something like that. I'm just
Sanjeev Verma.
Sanjeev
Sanjeev
Verma.
Verma.
Yes. Yes, Provida, you're absolutely right. Sanjeev Verma. And then he told me that my batch was expelled, and that's the reason people won't see me. But that day. But we had a lovely talk for few minutes, and I was really grateful.
Kanpur IITian.
Yes, exactly. Kanpur IIT. Yes, absolutely right, Provida. Ekdam. Absolutely right.
Sanjeev, true.
Yes.
I didn't know so many people live in Delhi.
Yeah.
That's good.
Next time আপনার প্রোগ্রামে আমরা সবাই গেট ক্র্যাশ করে যাব ব্যাস আপনি দেখবেন তখন কত দিল্লির লোক আছে
Yeah, that'll be nice. That'll be nice. Perfectly. Yeah. I'll put it up in the group.
Sure.
Biswajit, you will be added in the Delhi group, and whatever performance you have, not only in Delhi, maybe Bangalore, Kolkata, put it there because alumni from that city or town can come.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And I think we deserve parting performance from you because something beautiful as we have done, and it has been nice session.
Thank you.
It was very lovely, Biswajit.
Now tell me, who next?
Thank you, Biswajit, for entertaining us. You are superb.
Thank you.
Rock star.
Rockstar. ये बड़ा अच्छा कहा तूने.
And how do you maintain yourself, Biswajit?
Yes.
How do you maintain yourself? You are still looking so young. You look much younger than our. I mean,
that's
something to do with Sarod or something. I mean, it's just.
That's totally rubbish. Thank you all. It's been absolutely marvelous. And my special thanks to my own batch. Here there are so many names whom I have never met or had the chance to interact with. I wish we, as Mr. Basu has put, that there are more than 100 people here. So let's all gather up once in a while. And thank you, Probir, being so kind and generous to have come. Not exactly for me, but for Praktani. Probir is a hardcore Vidyapit person. Hardcore. Probir, Bhavesh, Sushanto, they're all so much dedicated into the into the Ramakrishna order that it really makes us very proud, very proud. And thank you, Shushanto. Of course, Ritesh, he's not even there.
I'm here.
Yeah, Ritesh is here.
Okay, okay, you were the one. Well, and it was very nice of him. The entire credit goes to him only. It's somebody else's name, so I couldn't get it. So it's Prashant or something written against you.
Yeah, it's someone.
So you were a clever boy. You were a clever boy. Put somebody else's name and so stay behind. Okay. It's actually let me tell you all. It's all Ritesh and nothing else. That single-handedly he put up so much of his own timings, and he doesn't live here, so there's a huge time difference and all that. Despite of that, anytime I called him, anytime I wanted any information, poor boy was really trapped under my this. You tell me this. Why do you blah blah blah? But every time he would reply within minutes. And
Ritesh is very active. Ritesh is very active silently. He stays at Luxembourg.
exactly.
But even then, he maintains all timings with India.
Exactly.
He participates in all the programs of Vidyapit.
Yeah.
Very silent worker. Along with him is Rahul Rakesh.
Yeah.
And this time Aditya is there, who has been working hard to organize this particular Adda.
And Ritesh is even clever to not even put his name there.
No, Prashant is the secretary of our Praktani.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He is working through the mobile of Prashant, I suppose.
That's nice, and it's been so kind of you and so nice of you to have put it up this hard work. I know, because we do Zoom classes and other meetings also, especially during the COVID. There were numerous concerts that we had to play, and it was or do online classes also. And coming from Luxembourg, it's such a fantastic. It's 4.5 hours behind. Now this is a good time for him. That's why he gave us 6:30. Oh dear. Next time we are going to do it early morning Indian time. Guy has to get up at the middle of the night, and then we get to know his love for Praktani and all that. Next meeting would be at 7 o'clock in the morning. We all will get up and let him get up at 2 o'clock at night or something, and start the smiling face.
That will be going back to Ramakrishna Mission routine, Vidyapit routine.
Very true. And how
And knowingly, I think he won't miss it either, because apart from events and all those things, he is always there whenever someone look for him. So
oh, really?
that's
That's nice. Oh, that's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
That's very nice.
That's a very good thing.
Yeah, I've been to Netherlands, though not to Luxembourg. Of course, it's a small country, but very beautiful. I knew
We will be having a reunion in Luxembourg shortly. The way Ritesh is doing. Oh yes, he is regularly organizing European reunions. So maybe someday.
I used to know the Luxembourg ambassador to India very well. Then he was shifted from India to Japan. Now he's in the States. Forgetting his name. His wife is actually a friend of mine. His wife is a daughter of a friend of mine, Jha, Radhika Jha. And they are very well known there. And what a country you live in. Beautiful, absolutely, but small. That even makes it better. But I've been to Netherlands.
Biswajit, we have lots of alumni in Netherlands, and also if you inform much in advance, we can come from Europe.
Oh, really? Oh, really? I still have students doing all classes from The Hague. I mean, I had 10 minutes, half an hour back. At 5 o'clock, I had a student.
We have one. In fact, we have one alumnus in Hague itself.
That would be nice. If the boy connects with me, I'll give him the whereabouts of this student of mine called Satyakam. His father is an Indian. As you know, the Dutch are those 3 generations back or 4 generations back. They all went from UP and other places. Sugarcane industries.
Yes. In Suriname. In Suriname.
Yeah, Suriname and Netherlands and all that. Yeah. So one such boy learns from me for last 20 years, in fact. And he's from The Hague. His mother comes to India almost every 6 months, Elizabeth. So I'll be happy to give them, make them sort of know each other and be friends with each other. And there was Amsterdam, Rotterdam, Leiden, all these places I've visited. We have got huge. Nowadays they don't have much, but there was a period in the 80s, 90s, even a decade later, where there was the Rotterdam Conservatory had a fantastic Indian music scene going on. I mean, for 40 years, in fact. And we all know them. And there were great musicians who have lived there, are still living. Pandit Hari Prasad Chaurasia. He is a citizen of Netherlands also, and has a flat in Amsterdam.
Oh my God.
Many others.
Biswajit, we would love to promote you and your art also here, because we have some fantastic, even in Luxembourg, some very good conservatories. And I saw, in fact, Zakir Hussain playing with the Luxembourg harmony here. Like he combined his tabla with the Philharmonic. So me and my wife, it's tough to get tickets in India, but here you book in advance and it's easier. And it was fantastic. So
must have been.
So if you come, or if you play something, or if you
I
want
will
to
certainly. Certainly. And it's been they have been promoting Indian classical music a lot. The Dutch, through the Rotterdam Conservatory. I mean, scores of students, good students, have come out of that over the years. Bohr, for instance, was a fantastic director there. I used to know him very well. Then there were tabla players. Then Fayaz Khan used to live there. Latif Ahmed Khan used to live there. The conservatory. So Rotterdam is very famous, very well known for Indian classical music, and they have done well to help us out. Lot of help, lot of scholarships, government aid, financial help. All that had happened over the years, as I said, from the 70s, from the Netherlands. Nice to know that.
And in Biswajit, every year in London.
1 minute. May I be excused? May I be excused?
Yes, brother, please.
Yeah, please. I'm leaving the meeting for now. Okay. It was a very enjoyable thing for me, but now I have some things to do for my wife, the treatment and all.
Oh, no. We all will leave now. But thank you so much, Subhashish, for being there.
Thank you.
And I'll come and visit you. Last time I went, I left.
You're most welcome.
Could not.
Everybody is most welcome.
I'll be there this time. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Bye to all of us.
Take care.
Bye, Subhashish. Bye.
Biswajit, in London, every year there is something called Vivekananda Youth Festival. And it is organized by one gentleman called Ram Saha. He's not a Ramakrishna Mission student, but he's a very big devotee. And he organizes this in a very old theater. It's in Baker Street, and he invites Indian classical singers, instrumentalists. Nice. So what I will do, I will talk to him, and it will be an opportunity to you have in person if everything works out.
Yeah, that will be nice. That will be nice. That will be helpful.
And of course, it's connected to Ramakrishna Mission, so that's a bonus for us.
Yeah.
To see. In fact, Secretary Maharaj has come, and some Maharaj from some center comes to that program. And we met Sultan Maharaj twice there when he came. And
yeah, London is a very happening place, definitely. London is a very happening place. The most, in fact, in Europe. Apart from, of course, Paris and a bit of Berlin, but London is the place, surely.
So the point is, Vidyapit alumni are everywhere. If you once Vineda and Srikantoda add you into the group, just drop in the message, is someone there, for example, in Delhi or Kolkata or Berlin. We will make sure if there is someone, we meet you.
That would be nice to meet them. That would be nice.
And Vishwajit will love to be in your program in Delhi sometime soon. That is,
oh yeah, definitely. I'll
definitely. Yeah. Me, Vineda, and all, we can always come and.
We play very often. I mean, you know it. Yeah, a lot of happenings going on. In fact, next week only I have got a concert, but that's more of a, I don't know that you people will enjoy it. Not, it's It's for the National School of Drama, NSD. The
So why
famous.
not, Biswajit? Why not? Oh my God, they are more. I know they are more intellectually oriented, but we love music.
Yeah. So next Saturday only at 5 o'clock, I've got
Okay.
a lecture demonstration on Rasa Swadan.
Oh,
The various rasa, Karun Ras, Vir Ras,
okay.
Bhivats Ras, and Bhakti Ras, and all the rasas, and how does a musician connect with it, and what does it mean? So it's actually a lecture demonstration kind of a thing for PhD and above level students, but it's open to public also. They advertise in newspaper also. So there are 4 or 5 different participants every week going on a Drupad dance, and I'll be doing the music part on coming Saturday at 5 o'clock
Okay.
in NSD. They have a
NSD
small,
only. Okay.
they have small auditorium and everything.
Yeah, I've been there, yes, once. Yeah.
That would be nice if you could, anyone could join.
Okay.
I'll be taking up a particular group of ragas or tunes
Okay.
of the Sandhi Prakash, the ending of the day and beginning of the evening, the Sandhi Prakash period, Godhuli Lagan, or the morning. I'll take up the evening slot and talk about it and play a few things and do 1 hour, 1.5 hours kind of a lecture demonstration. Although they insist, I've been doing it for them for the last 4 or 5 years. Every year they call me, and this year also they say that we would love to listen to you more than you're speaking. So we'll say, okay, fine. So we'll do that next Saturday for a public event.
Great.
Inside the NSD studio, they have got 2-3 studio and a small auditorium. I don't know what exactly venue would they choose, but it's for Rita Ganguly.
Find out, Biswajit. I will find out because
Rita Ganguly, the famous personality of the art world. Rita Ganguly worked in the NSD for 40 years.
Okay.
But also, she taught them mime. But it's a Rita show where I'll be doing my bit.
Okay.
On coming Saturday.
Okay, fine.
The 25th, yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Sridhar.
Let you know about.
You'll post I will add you in the group, NCR group. Then we.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
You just forward the Then it'll be great.
You put it up. You make me a friend there, and we'll
Oh, yes.
from that point.
Yes.
Anyone else to speak or to ask or to contribute something, please?
If not, Sushanta, maybe you want to put a thank you note and conclude the session.
Okay, fine. So we'll wrap it up with Sushanto's little speech. Talk to us, please. Tell us something. Tell us something we don't know about the order. Tell us something about your daily routine. What exactly, how are you serving the Belur Math?
We can't hear you, Sushanta.
Yeah, still on mute. Unmute yourself, please.
No, still we can't hear you, Sushanta.
Sushanta, unmute করতে হবে আপনাকে মাইক্রোফোনটা unmute করতে হবে.
Soda is unmute, but I think it's
Yeah, এবার আসছে. আবার মিউট হয়ে গেছে, আর একবার করতে হবে। Yes. হ্যাঁ, ঠিক আছে। না আসছে না।
না।
Shantodar, sorry, we are still not able to hear you properly.
There might be some issue.
I think something to do with your microphone. It's not properly.
No, Sushanta, we are not able to hear you.
Sushanta, maybe
now can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Basically, I work at the headquarters of Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission. I am a volunteer there for the last couple of years, quite a long time, maybe a decade plus. Basically, it is the controlling office of Global Ramakrishna Order. The two entities, one is a trust, that is the Ramakrishna Math, and the other is a society, which is the Ramakrishna Mission. and it is now being headed by Swami Suviranandaji Maharaj, who is also who has been also the secretary of Deoghar Vidyapit for a long span. During his tenure only, the new campus came up, and class 11 and 12 were added. So he was there after Shwetanandaji Maharaj came back from there to the headquarters as Assistant General Secretary. Now Shwetanandaji Maharaj is the Vice President of the Ramakrishna Order, and Suviranandaji, who is also from Vidyapit. So certain Swamis joke with me that it is from the same gharana. We are all from the same gharana.
Very true.
And I tell them that we are not only Vidyapit Gharana because we belong to Ramakrishna Mission schools. So we are also part of the Ramakrishna Gharana totally. But
very correct.
It is a pleasure working there with the Swamis. But it's a strict routine. I don't know how many more years I can continue, but I would like to continue till I can, rather.
Why? What's wrong with you? Why
No,
can't you continue for another 15, 20? Why can't you continue for another 15, 20 years? Probably is sitting next to you. If it is a medical,
you don't know how much long I have got.
Probably is sitting next to you. Don't you worry about that.
No, but I'd like to continue till I can.
Yeah, you should.
Because even during the COVID days, when everything was shut, I would be going there, and maybe very few volunteers would enter. Maybe
very nice.
2-3 volunteers would be there. So I think I am blessed that way, that I can serve the people through Ramakrishna Order.
Exactly. Thakur is with you. You don't need a Probir. We need.
Yeah. That is what I think. I think he's blessed me so that I can serve the institution as well as the society at large.
We the papis need the Probirs, not you.
Huh?
I said we the papis need the Probirs.
No. In Hinduism, we believe we are all divine soul.
Very true. That's also right.
So we are fractions or minuscule fractions of the same enlightened soul which controls the whole world.
Universe.
Yeah, whole universe. Yeah, correct. So it was a great evening enjoying together. Ritesh, I should thank you for this evening, and Monday when I'm there, I'll speak to the Swamis that we had a great time.
Yeah, let's have it again.
And maybe if I meet General Secretary Maharaj, who was one time Secretary of Deoghar Vidyapit, Swami Suviranandaji, I will also tell him regarding this meet.
Thank you.
I met Swami Suviranandaji Maharaj in London during that youth festival.
Yeah. He was there during the first session, I think. He along with I think 50-60 monks from the Ramakrishna Mission headquarters. Yes. He was asking me, then I told him that I'll be there in the second this thing for 2 days only, because during that span some of our Praktani brothers, sisters and daughters got married, so we came back early. We were there in November.
Yeah, I was there in November, and
we were there for 2 days only.
Okay.
Because the day we returned, we had to attend a marriage ceremony. Shujit Ghosh, myself, Shamul Chandgupta, we came back.
Okay. Thank you all, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Namaste.
All. And let's hope
Nice
that
to see
we can
73 batch.
and keep us informed. Like we missed the Probir one. I would like but then you don't really miss that badly Probir because he comes there in the Doordarshan every month. So we we see him every year, all suited, booted, very seriously speaking about what are the do's and don'ts, and I really love it. I'm so happy, so proud of it. And let's again meet, and let's have another session with Shubhashish. He's very keen. He's very all the time into it. Puppet, 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 and he calls my Sarod a puppet. That was his best thing. So he's beautiful. I just love him. So we will meet again, and hopefully, as I said, the Delhi walas will again meet. And Ritesh, thank you so much. And we hope that we carry it forward like the way you are doing. We are all there, believe it, to sort of make it enrich it as much as possible, though it might be a bit boring for you to have us the oldies, but bear us. It only increases the number of ex students. It is so nice to participate.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Aditya, thank you a lot.
Aditya.
Yeah, Aditya, I didn't even know. Where is he? What does he do?
Hello, Dada. It was very lovely, that especially the songs that Biswajit played. And personally, me, I was I was in the Vidyapit time. I went to my Vidyapit time listening to these songs and the themes of music playing in prayer hall and auditorium before any cultural events. So I got reminded of that Vidyapit time also.
You are
And
still a young boy. Nice to see a young face.
Yeah, I passed out 10th in 2013 from Vidyapit and 12 from 15 batch only, from Vidyapit only.
I know you are the one who lives near Pune.
Yeah, I'm in Pune. Yeah.
Pimpri or Chinswad or maybe Hinjewadi, you said.
Yes. And it's something that I always feel that connection between Vidyapit brothers, that we Biswajit, when I talked for the first time only, it was something around 20-25 minutes talk.
Oh, was it? I am a talkative person. Let's not get into it. But I love Hinjewadi, such a fantastic area. It's full of
we
the
discussed about places, our Vidyapit times and all things. And for every other Vidyapit seniors which I have talked, so it's the same feeling that we don't feel that we don't know each other, even for the Ritesh and any other senior. That's very lovely.
I go to Pune a lot. I know the Chandni Chowk, and then you go up and take the thing, and then there is Hinjewadi on the left. Indira University, lots of those colleges. You go farther, Khadgi, you go farther, then you come to Lonavala. Then Khopoli and so on. That whole route is so beautiful.
It was very lovely seeing the efforts, and especially I would like to appreciate that especially 73 batch seniors that you guys made out this time to join the Adda session and shared your experience and your arts with us. And Ritesh, we will sure contact to Asisda so that we can have another for their puppets also. So it also be something new in our session.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a nice evening. Well, for you, have a nice day ahead. For us, it's almost closing down. It's 7:30, 8 o'clock almost.
8 o'clock almost.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.